You can read a book in an hour, but you might require a year to read a man. Welcome to section 11 of welcome to section 11 of chapter 17 of the Holy Quran. It begins with sign 94. وَمَا مَنَعَ الْإِنسَانَ أَنْ يُؤْمِنُوا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ الْهُدَى وَمَا مَنَعَ الْإِنسَانَ أَنْ يُؤْمِنُوا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ الْهُدَى. What kept man back from belief when guidance came to them? Al-Huda is Ja'ahum, when guidance came to them. Al-Huda, guidance. Mana kept. Illa ankalu abata Allah bashirun rasulan. Illa ankanu abata Allahu bashiran rasulan. Except was nothing but this. They said, had God sent a man like us to be a messenger? They are now asking him, I didn't read it well. Illa kalu aba'ata. That's the question. Aba'ata Allah Bashir Matluna. Has God sent a man like us, into brackets, to be his messenger? His is also in brackets. Without the brackets, it reads, has God sent a man to be messenger? Of course, he told you in the previous verse, in the previous sign, that he's only a man like you. Into brackets, sent as a messenger. Now God is telling Muhammad that this is their feeling, this is their thought. Okay, let's go to commentary 2299. We'll refer to the next verse, and that's that verse we just read, that's 94, and the commentary to it is 2299. That means it follows the commentary 2298. When a man is raised to honor and dignity, his sincere brothers rejoice, for it is an honor that reflects its glory on them. But those with evil in their hearts are jealous, like their prototype, Iblis, into brackets, chapter 17, sign 61, no 2251, brackets close, full stop. To such men, the mere fact that their own brother receives the grace of God is enough to turn them against that brother. Any other reasons they may devise are mere make-believe, make-believe. Make-believe is hyphenated. So Muhammad was sent to them. Muhammad, who is their own brother, was sent to them, but they didn't believe. They rejoiced. Instead of rejoicing, they bombarded him with foolish questions and foolish requests. Okay, now we go to sign, that was sign 94. Now we go to sign 95. Kul law kana fil ardi malaikatu يمشون مطمئنين لنزلنا عليهم من السماء ملكا رسولا angels as messengers. Okay. If if they were settled on earth, angels walking about in peace and quiet, we should certainly have sent them down from the heavens. We should certainly have sent them down from the heavens an angel for a messenger. Malakan Rasulan. Commentary 2300. The argument is that if angels inhabited this earth, an angel from heaven could be sent down as a messenger to them. But angels were not sent down, but human beings. So human beings must be sent to the inhabitants of the earth to preach to them. Angels to angels to angels, human to humans. Down as a messenger to them, as they could mutually understand each other. Yes. And the message of God could be explained without difficulty. That's if an angel is sent to angels. But now man sent to man, there are difficulties. Oh my God. Okay. But the earth is inhabited by men, and the men themselves are divided into races or groups or nations. To each group is sent a prophet from among their brethren to add their brotherhood. Chapter 11, Psalms 50. To Talmud, their brother Sally. Chapter 6, Psalm 61, and so on. Full stop. As a matter of fact, with wicked men, constituted as they are, the appearance of an angel causes disturbance and an unseemly riot, as in the case of the angels that came to Lut, whom they wanted to sodomize. So all that was in their head was to sodomize God's angels. Okay, chapter 11, sign 77 to 18. Full stop, in brackets, full stop. In any case, they cannot carry out an effective mission among men. Angels cannot carry out an effective mission among men. Chapter 6, sign 80 to 99. Why can they, and they have no feelings? They can't send down. They can't be among men. They can't advise man because they have no feelings. They see a woman walking with big, Nigerians will say nyash. Then they stop everything and spy. Angels don't do that. So how can they advise man not to do that? They don't know why the men are doing it. Let's say so. Okay. So that is this. Chapter 6, signs 8 to 9. And that was commented 2300 to sign 95. We now go to sign 96. Kul kafa billahi shahidan. Oh, I love this part. Kul kafa billahi shahidan. Baini wa bainakum. Baini wa bainakum. Say enough is God for a witness between me and you. So when you are doing something God don't understand, say to yourself, God is witness. God understands me. He sees me. He hears me. He understands me. Period. But here it was to Muhammad to say to them that God is witness between he, Muhammad, and them, the unbelievers, the Israelis. Innahu kana bi ibadi خيرا بصيرا إنه كان بإبادي إنه كان بإباده sorry كان بإباده خيرا بصيرا. I said it already. Well, for he is well acquainted, with his servants. Kana bi ibadihi, well acquainted with his servant, and he sees all things. Hearing Basiru, and he sees all things. All things is in bracket. Without the bracket is reads, and he sees. And that was commentary 3001 to Psalm 96. We now go to Psalm 95. وَمَنْ يَهْدِي اللَّهَ فَهُوَ الْمُهْتَدِي. وَمَنْ يَهْدِي اللَّهَ فَمَنْ يَهْدِي اللَّهُ هُوَ الْمُهْتَدِي. It is he whom God guides that is on the guidance. هُوَ الْمُهْتَدِي. But he whom he leaves astray, for such will thou find no protector besides him. So, huwa muhtadi, where is it? Huwa muhtadi. Waman yudlil, falam tajidu lahum uliya'a min dunihi. But to him, to whom he leaves astray, for such will thou find no protector besides him, min dunihi, besides him. What is this? Min dunihi, besides him. Besides him. ونشرهم يوم القيامة على وجوههم أميا وبكما وسما. For such will thou find no protector besides him. Sorry, I've read that. On the day of judgment, we shall gather them, yes, we shall gather them together, prone to their faces. وَنَشْرُ وَيَحْشُرُهُمْ, we shall gather them together, يوم القيامة, on judgment day, ala wujuhihim, prone to their faces, ala wujuhihim, prone to their faces. Umyan, blind, blind, wabukman, and dumb, bookman, dumb, wasumman, and deaf. Blind, we shall gather them on their faces, blind, dumb, and deaf. Allah wujuhim, on their faces. Umyan, wabukyan, wabukman, umyan, wabukman, wasumman. So in Ghana, we have people we call bookman, or bookmen, who take care of records of passengers before they enter a car. But here, bookman means blind. Here, bookman means blind. In Ghana, bookman is one who takes care of passengers and drivers. Here, bookman means blind. All right. Wasumman. Ma'wahum Jahannama. Ma'wahum Jahannama. Their abode will be hell. Ma'wahum Jahannama. Their abode will be hell. Mm. Ma'wahum Jahannama. Kullama Kullama haitu Kullama haitu zidnahum sa'iran. Kullama haitu zidyahum sa'iran. Every time it shows abatement, we shall increase for them the fierceness of the fire. Zidnahum, we shall increase for them. Zidnahum sa'iran, the fierceness of the fire. Kullama hait. Kullama hate. Every time it shows abasement. Okay, well, let's go to commentary straight away. Commentaries, they are in two parts, 2202, 2302 and 2303. 2202 is against no protector besides God, him. And 2283 is increase the fierceness, Sa'iran, Zid, Zinahum, Zidnahum, Sa'iran. Let's go to 002 first, 23002. 2200. Oh, this light is it? 2202. 2202. I think my battery is weak. 2202. All your insincere subtleties are of no use. The only real guidance is the guidance of God. If you do not seek His grace, you will be lost. Full stop. Besides Him, there is no true friend or protector. And besides God, there is no true friend or protector. We continue to 2203 to the same sign. If you still persist in your evil ways, what is to be your evil end? It's a question. You will become more and more identified with the company of evil. Full stop. You will come to shame. You will come to shame and ignominy. You will come to shame and ignominy. You will come to shame and ignominy, not ignominy. Pardon me. You will come to shame and ignominy, like men thrown down prone on their faces. That's while alive, not dead. You will lose the use of all the faculties of judgment with which God has endowed you. Full stop. Instead of seeing, you will be blind to God's signs. Full stop. Instead of having the power of seeking Him in prayer and rejoicing in His grace, you will be dumb. You can't talk. You can't pray, in other words. Instead of hearing the harmony and music of the spheres, the harmony and music of the spheres as typified in the pure and harmonious lives of men, you will hear nothing, or only hear dull or confused sounds like deaf men. Full stop. The scorching fire of your punishment will not grow less, but grow more fierce as you go deeper into hell. That's the second commentary, 2203, to sign. That's the second commentary 2203 to sign 97. We now go to sign 98. We now go to sign 98. ذلك جزاؤهم بأنهم كفروا بآياتنا. That is their recompense because they rejected our signs. كفروا بآياتنا, they rejected our signs. وقالوا, and they said, إذا كنا إزاما ورفانا أئنا لمائتون خلقا جديدا. Recited our signs because they rejected our signs and said, Wakalu, when we are reduced to bones and broken dust, should we really be raised up into brackets to be a new creation? So in other words, they doubted Wakalu, and they said, Iza kunna izaman warufatan a inna al-mab'utuna wa inna lamab'athuna halakan jadidan. New creation. Will you be raised as a new creation? Commentary 2304. The phrase is repeated from chapter 17, sign 49. Yes, I said it. Many phrases are repeated or sentences. And this one, you can find this one in sign 1749. That's this very chapter. Sorry, chapter 17, sign 49. The reminiscence rounds off the argument. Full stop. After certain moral precepts, to which faith was linked, we have had a discussion of unfaith. Full stop. Its various motives have been analyzed, and its penalties have been allegorically shadowed forth. Full stop. After this, the example of Pharaoh is held as a type of unfaith in the next section, and the surah closes with an exhortation to faith and a declaration of the glory of God. And that was commentary 2204 to sign 98. We now go to sign 99. أو لم يروا أن الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض قادر على أن يخلق مثلهم see they not that God, who created the heavens and the earth, has power to create the like of them anew, into brackets, anew. Of course, they don't even believe it is God who created the heavens and earth. Or they didn't. They didn't even believe in that. So it's a problem. Anew, Halakan Jadidan. Where is it? على هلك مثلهم وجعل لهم وجعلتم وجعل لهم أجلا وجعل لكم أجلا. uh, create them anew. Only he has decreed a term appointed Ajalan, وجعل لكم Ajalan, and decreed a term, and decreed a term appointed. Ajalan. لا ريب فيه لا ريب فيها فيه uh, of which there is no doubt. لا ريب فيه, of which there is no doubt. فأبى ظالمين إلا كفورا فأبى ظالمين إلا كفورا. But the unjust Zalimina refuse Abba to recite it in inverted commas, except with ingratitude. Illa kufuran, except with ingratitude. Commentary 2305 and 2306 to this very sign, 9905 first. God, who created all that is in the heavens and the earth, has surely the power to revive the life of individual souls after their bodies have perished, and revive them with memories of their past life, and for a continuation of their spiritual history, full stop. Only he has lived a term for each stage of our existence, which we can neither prolong nor shorten. Okay, 2306. The phrase carries us back to chapter 1789. We can refer to it back in this very chapter. After we began the argument about the real motives for the rejection of the Quran by skeptics, full stop. The argument is now closed. The argument is now closed in a sort of minor circle within the major circle sketched in note 2304. All right, we now go to sign 100. That happens to be the last sign of section 11. Kul law antum tamlikuna kul law antum talimkuna jazaina rahmatil rabbi izan la amsaktum hashitan illa nufakin. Say, if you had control tamlukuna of the treasures of the mercy of thy Lord, tamlukuna haza inal rahmatin rabbi. If you had control of the treasures of the mercy of my Lord, Izan, behold, you would keep them back for fear of spending them. La wa am saktum hashiatan hashiatan infaki hashiatan infaki uh, whole you should keep them back for fear of spending them. Hashiatan infaki for the fear of spending them. Where is it? Yes, hafiatan al infaki for the fear of spending them. Wakana al insanu katuran for the fear of spending them. For man is ever niggardly. For man is ever niggardly. Wakana al insanu katuran. I don't see well. Maybe it's fatura. I don't know that. I think it's katuran. Katuran for fear. No, for man is niggardly, or for man is ever in brackets, niggardly. We go to commentary 2307. 2307. 2307. A fresh argument is now addressed. A fresh argument is now addressed to those who would confine God's revelations to a limited circle of men, such as they themselves belong to. Full stop. The immediate reference was to the Jews, yes, who could not understand how any Gentiles could receive revelations and guidance even superior to what they considered their own birthright. Full stop. But the tendency is widespread in the human race, yes. Full stop. A particular race or caste, or a particular race or caste, or a particular kind of culture claims to be the custodian of God's message, whereas it is universal. Full stop. God's mercy is universal. God's mercy is universal. And he scatters the priceless treasures of his mercy broadcast among his creatures. Full stop. They are not exhausted by spending. They are not exhausted by spending. Full stop. It is only the misers who hoard. It is only the misers who hoard. It is only the misers who hoard their wealth for fear. For fear it should be used up by spending. Full stop. For fear it should be used up by spending. Full stop. Are you spiritual misers? Are you spiritual misers going to keep back God's holy message from the multitude? Is a question. Is that the reason why you deny the advent of the new teacher, who comes as a mercy to all men, dash to all creation? And that's the end of commentary 2207 to sign 100. When we come back, God willing, we shall go to sign 101, which begins section 12. Thank you very much. Illa likai. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God bless you all.